Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't puke all over the where we were at. Whatever, they were having a good time. I was like, I literally said, "Watch out, little homies, I gotta go." I did say that. I mean, I had to go. And like I said, I got into the stall and immediately hit me. I was like, just pull down your pants. Do not shit your pants. But anyways, I don't want to talk about it anymore. You remember when you were a kid and like, I don't know, my brothers and sisters did this to me. When I was little, like I would have to hold someone's hand. Well, I would hold like I'd have like my sister's hand and my brother's hand, and then they'd fling me up, get your feet off the ground, and swing you and shit. You remember the good days? $10 from the Tooth Fairy? What the fuck? Did she hit the lottery? I was lucky to get a buck. What the fuck? Damn. Yeah, usually you get change, and if it's like real good, you might get $1. Who muted Larry? You got $50? What the fuck? You must be rich. Like, I remember getting change, like 50 cents, 75 cents, and every once in a while $1. That is crazy. Fucking $50? Fuck, I'd be pulling out my teeth with a screwdriver or whatever, pair of pliers. If that were the case. 50, 120? Shut the fuck up. No, I never got that, dude. I swear to never. Never. The most I ever got was $1. Even $10. What the what? Whatever. That's how your family roll. I never. I'm telling you right now, I never. The Tooth Fairy hit the fucking lottery. I remember one time I told my mom. It was the time I got. I can't even remember. I think I got like 75 cents or some shit like that. And I totally had the 75 cents. Then I went and I whimpered to my mom. I was like, the Tooth Fairy didn't give me anything. And she's like, what? And I was like, no, nothing at all. And I caught her coming out of my room. And I got like another 75 cents. I was like, cool. I got $1.50. Now I can go buy penny candy. Fuck the tooth fairy. That cheap bitch. Now she's handing out fucking 10s, 20s, 50s, and hundos. She can kiss my ass. Not yet. Over the wall with her. Little crop duster. Robin, did you unblock Larry? No, I'm not still on the shot. Fucking with me, Skyline. Don't do that, my heels itch. They're getting dry. Nah, he'll be alright.
I think you're right.
I do too, because of that M. Did you like it?
It was really good.
Well, good, because you got one for lunch tomorrow. Will you put that pork butt downstairs in the fridge? Did you get the freezer closed?
I know, I forgot to do that.
Well, take those 2 pizzas out that I got today and put them in the freezer downstairs. That'll ease up. The bugs are fucking bad.
I feel bad because, like, I was like, yeah, you're going to be a fathead.
Why? Because he's orange?
We just said this way, the fathead looked like he was a kid. He's a big old boy.
Huh?
He's a big old boy. When he gets bigger, though, we'll have to get hairball control dry food.
It's probably time for him to eat again. When you go down there, pick him up on the way back. He's a big animal lover. I know. No, I'm not sad. I got good sleep last night. I'm fine. It's time for him to eat. I got 2 frozen pizzas today from Aldi, and it's like keeping the damn freezer door open. Tomorrow we're gonna have pork butt. Ankles not so bad today. They're still a little swollen, but not as. This one's worse, but not as bad as they have been. You guys, I could upload a video and you would shit. I showed my mods, but I don't want to show. Actually, I'm not even going to show because people on here, online doctors and all that, are gonna like tell me I'm dying and stuff like that. But yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go tell him to turn it meat side down. There we go. Now it's burning. Miss Interdental Candles. Kind of want to go to a favorited. God damn. Where the fucking flies? I know, there's flies everywhere. I hate it. What's up, Tracy? Hold on, let me go pee. I've heard about Skin So Soft. I need to look into it. The dogs have already been fed, Linda Lou. Don't worry about my animals. I'm not worried about yours. All my animals are just fine. What is it, Ace? I didn't even know Avon was still a thing. Are you, Joy? Hell yeah, thank you. It went pretty well. But at one point, he started crying, and I got nervous, so I went and got Brian. And it was so funny, because I went and got Brian, then I went back into the living room, because he was like, I didn't think he'd wake up. Went back in the living room, and then here comes Brian into the living room, and then Larry was right behind him, because Larry heard it too, and heard me freaking out, because I didn't know. Listen, I got Royal when he was a puppy. I had Baba Ganesh when he was a baby kitten, but I got Baba Ganesh once he was able and away from his mom. So this cat just scares me because I don't know. You know what I mean? Is he crying because he's in pain? Is he crying for this reason, that reason? I don't know. And it makes me scared. So they both came up there, and he wanted to be fed. He fed, and then Brian laid down with him and he fell asleep. That was that. Cactus juice. It just makes me nervous, guys, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? He ate, and then Brian laid on the couch with him. They both fell asleep, and then I ended up falling asleep too. Like, if this was like a cat that we adopted from somebody or something, and I knew he was old enough, but this cat is unknown. You know what I mean? So, it just, I know people are calling me ignorant and shit like that on the internet today. Well, I don't fucking know, okay? But I went and I got Brian up, and then Larry heard him crying, and Larry came up too. So, it's fine. The men in this house will protect. I know. And we move on. I think tonight when I make Brian's lunch, when I do his yogurt, I'm going to might cut up some of that watermelon and put it in there too. But definitely blueberries and the pomegranate or whatever. But I'm going to put a little bit of that flaxseed chia grounded up shit in there. I forgot. We got that yesterday. Don't let me forget when I go to make his lunch to put that in there. Do I have ascites? What the fuck is that? It's probably safe to say no, I don't. I don't know what that means. Yeah, but we've been eating the blueberries and none of us have had, like, explosive shits yet, so I think it's okay. Oh, someone hating. Oh, fuck them. I love peaches. I like pears, too. I don't eat enough of them. Yeah, Larry wanted to get, well, over the weekend, I wanted to get Taco Bell, and Brian said, no, we can't because of everything that's going on. And then yesterday, Larry was like, I'll go pick us up dinner from Taco Bell. And Brian said no again. But here's the thing. Anything I'm about to get from Taco Bell, it don't have all that shit on there. Like, I want a chicken quesadilla. It doesn't have any cilantro, no lettuce, none of that. And then they have this new pepper jack steak roll-up thing. I'm going to get mine with chicken. And it has rice, nacho cheese, pepper jack sauce, and the chicken in it. I'm not trying to get anything with fucking lettuce. But Brian says no.
All right, oh, he's not man. He's not man. And I'm like, oh, here's a picture of him. I've never seen the yellow one. I'm like, they exist. So even though they're common, they're still like highly sought after.
He's mixed. I don't think he's full-blooded.
Because are usually bigger.
Because if he did, he'd have the little fur outside of his ears, too. He's a mix, though. He's definitely... He wouldn't have the M on his forehead.
Because what he said, it's... I don't know. I don't know much about cats. You two could argue about that all day, probably. It'd be cool if he was. But I'm wondering, because that's a bigger cat, isn't it?
They can get huge.
I wonder if his size could be throwing us off. Maybe he's younger than we think he is.
Full-blooded Mancoons get huge. But if you get a mix, and there are tons of mixes of Mancoons out there.
Especially if they're outdoor dogs.
Yeah. It's definitely not what your sister said, a Siamese cat, because I don't see it in his eye shape.
She just saw a wet cat with white eyes. And...
Yeah. Look how big his tail is, though, too.
Yeah. We need to snap a picture of him in my hand like this.
Do you want me to right now?
Get away from all the trash.
Where's Royal?
He's down, Larry.
Bring Duke inside. I'm tired of hearing him bark.
This was reference. How small he was when we got him. If he does get to be a big old cat, show people this is what he was when we got him.
Did you see those pizzas? The ones I got?
I didn't really look at him, but yeah, I took him downstairs. I'd take a shelf out and the drawers to fit everything in that refrigerator downstairs.
On Sunday, I want you to paint. And then get the floors down. And then
that is a scratch.
I want you to paint on your next day off. And then we'll get the floors down on your days when you get off.
We don't have floor for the kitchen yet.
What's
We have a butt floor for the kitchen yet.
We can use that for the kitchen instead of the dining room.
That's for the bathroom. There's not enough for full other size room.
I want to get that kitchen done and then get a new fridge. Or another fridge. Not a new one.
We're still paying for that one.
Another one. One fridge isn't enough. Orange cats are rebellious. It's probably going to be wild. What's up, Daisy? Teresa, you should. I made dirty rice last night and someone else told me that they were making it tonight. What's up, Kenny? Hashtag Kenny. I used rye bread. And you can make your own sauce for it. You can use Thousand Island dressing if you want to, or you can do ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, mayo, and relish and mix it together, and it's the same as burger sauce. Or you can spend $1.49 and go to Kroger and get a bottle of it. It tastes the same. I did the easy way. I just bought a bottle of it. But it's got to be on rye bread. You got to make sure you saute your onions. That's key. I like zucchini bread. I'm going to make my own bread here soon. I don't like banana nut bread. I never have. I don't know why. I like banana. I don't know why I don't like it. Candle went out. It's out of shit. I gotta wait for Brian to come back out here and ask him to fill it up again. I want to go to favorite it. Anybody else? Who wants to go to favorite it? Put a heart in the chat. At least we'll go over there and talk to somebody. I mean, I love talking to you guys, but it's also nice when people come up here. No, I don't make friends with other creators. I just like to talk to other people. And it's fun. Like if Hardwire's live or Henslow's live, or maybe we'll get in a battle with what's her name? Adrielle. There's some battles, and then there's not. 627 people don't mean that's not a lot. I like hanging out with that Hanslow. He's fun. She is nuts, but it's still fun. Adrielle Sigler or whatever. She gets so bothered when I'm over there. So bothered. It's called Favorited. It's fun. He goes on like real late. I know, but we win battles with her all the time, and all my people have to do is just hit my screen. No one even has to send shit, and we still beat her, and it fucking pisses her off so bad. He doesn't get on till like midnight to hell. He didn't get on till like 6 o'clock in the morning. The other night, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" But Hardwired's probably on. What does he do? Drink till like the afternoon and then goes to sleep and then wakes up? Hanslow. Hans or whatever. I was up the other night because I couldn't sleep and I got a notification. He was like, "Let's do this." He was fake drinking. What do you mean? Han Solo. I know, how do you fake drink? He never drank a whole beer. That I disagree. I'm not private on there, Donna. He said he had several DUIs. Well, may the Lord be with him. I ain't judging no one over a DUI. Y'all know I got one. Actually, it's not. Let's wait a little bit, and when Brian goes to bed, let's go over there. Brian just texted me. He's making progress with the tittens, with the kitten and the pups. Hang on. I got my other to do here. This is also that's interesting. Damn. That should keep them away. Citronella candle. That's what I was trying to say. Damn it. I just wanted to go in there and check on the progress. So, this is what we're up to now. Frank is totally enchanted by the Titten. The Titten is putting his paws on Frank's nose and all that. Baby Duke still don't know how to take it. He gets close and then runs away. Big Duke doesn't give a rat's ass either way. He's just like, what the fuck is this? And goes and lays down, but that's the update as of right now. And I took a bite of the sandwich. Still very good. Actually, it's starting to firm up. Maybe even a little bit better. Baby Royal's down with Larry. I thought Baby Duke would too, but he's not. Him and Royal aren't taking to the Titten like I thought that they would, or that they should. Royal tried to eat him. I think Baby Dukes is just jealous because he's used to being the little dude in the house. Yeah, he's throwing a fit. He is not liking this. Yeah, it'll be light till like 10. What's up, Sherry Poo? Still wearing the bracelet. I know, I'm surrounded by fucking dicks in this house. You got Brian. You got Baby Duke. Royale. Big Duke. Frank. Larry. Now, anonymous little dude cat. There's no estrogen but me. This is bullshit. Surrounded by dicks and balls and all that. And fucking Chuck out here. Unbelievable. Pretty much. Oh, you know they are. You know they are because they're fucking annoying and always trying to bite and shit like that. god, a cardinal just came up, and there he goes. It's full of a bunch of dudes. My dad's doing better. My mom's making chicken enchiladas, so he's happy. He's out of the hospital, he's out of rehab, he's at home, he's in his hospital bed that we plant right in front of the TV. He's good. Drama Titten comes and sits with him. But mainly it's my mom's cat now. She's obsessed with Drama. But yeah, I'm going to start, because we're having an issue. My dad has to have wheelchair transportation, like to go to his VA appointments and all that. But what happens is this insurance goes through like Uber and third parties. And if they don't have anyone available, then they'll cancel my dad's appointments at the last minute. So I got to figure out a way that my dad can start making his appointments. And he can't get up in the truck. He can't get up in the Jeep. So my mom's going to have to start borrowing my car to be able to get him there. Plus, you know, for her running around and all that. Brian's got a recall on his Jeep. Fuck, here go my ankles, swelling again. Figures. Anyways, so Brian's got a recall on his Jeep. I gave Larry back the truck keys. So his car is going to be, the Jeep's going to be out of commission because of the power steering and something else has to get replaced. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks. So Brian's going to have to drive the truck, and I'm supposed to give my parents the car, so this is going to make it hard on Larry to get back and forth to work. So we're in like a little, it's fucking, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's where we're at right now. Peyton is staying with my friend Jake as of right now. But Jake is really fucking pissed off because Peyton swears he's going to get a job. He's been there like 2 weeks. Has not even tried to get a job. I guess he keeps lying to Jake about where he's going and what he's doing. So Jake called me yesterday and was like, dude, I don't know how you put up with him. He like lies just to be lying. He was like, I can't handle it anymore. He was like, I'm moving out in August, at the end of August, and my roommates don't want this dude here because he's sleeping on the couch in the main living room, and then also just a bunch of shit. He was like, but I'm moving out. And he was like, and I was thinking that he would have a job and we could get a place together, but he hadn't even attempted to get a job. And then, or wait, he did. He had, I guess, an interview at Taco Bell and they didn't hire him. So I guess he had another interview at like KFC or McDonald's, one of those, a fast food place. And Jake took the day off, or took the morning off to take him there. And he said, oh, I got a ride, I got things to do, you know, I got other things to do. So he was like, all right, I'm going to take my kids swimming at their condo pool. He sees fucking some dude pull up, I guess, Peyton, and he said it smelled like straight, you know what, the green shit. And Peyton took off And then he asked Peyton how the interview went, and he was like, oh, I decided I didn't want to go. And that pissed Jake off because he's like, why wouldn't you go to an interview that you have? He was like, well, we were smoking and all that. He was like, I got sidetracked. And so, yeah, there's that. So Jake's getting pissed. I don't know how it's going to go. I have no idea. But this I do know. He cannot stay here. And he's not staying with my parents either. Because if he's fucking off with Jake, he's definitely going to fuck off with my parents. You know what I mean? No, he can't come here. Fuck no. No. He did the same shit to me when I lived with him. He was always lying and carrying on and all that. I have helped him so many motherfucking times only for him to fuck me over. I'm not doing it anymore. He's got to grow up. He'll be 20, what? 6 this year? I'm not doing it. Ooh, thank you, Summer Love. And I know he calls me his mom and all that, but brass tacks, his own very own mom won't fucking help him. His own dad won't fucking help him. Yeah, no, 26 is not. He was born 9/9/95. So what is he going to, 26 or 27 this year? And I've been knowing this kid since he was 15. I was young then too, but I have helped him every step of the way, and that's why Jake called me, because he got into it with him for lying over, well, saying he was going to go to the interview and didn't, and he was like, man, I'm not helping you anymore. So I got Peyton calling me like, hey, can I come stay with you? And he was like, I'm sorry, 9/9/99. That's his birthday. 9/9/99. $27 this year. Okay, I remember when he turned 24. I remember when he turned 20. I remember all these, and I've always helped him because I've always had my own shit. I don't anymore. I don't. What can I fucking do? I already got Larry living here. I can't bring, at least Larry works. You can't trust Peyton. You just can't. And I'm sick of him always lying to me too and saying he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Hell, his baby mama called and cussed me out. It's a fucking fiasco. Basically, she's sick and tired of not getting help from him and him saying he's going to get help, and she's like, I can't handle, both the kids. She's like, something's got to be done. Anyways, we move on. This is a touchy subject and I don't like to talk about it. We move on. And I'm honestly tired of him fucking $50 me to death every week. $100 me to death every week. Then putting the guilt trip saying, well, I don't have anywhere to stay. Well, quit fucking over everyone. I set him up with Jake. Now he's fucking over Jake. Like, what can I do at this point? You mean I can buy a camper and he can stay out in the backyard? Or at my parents'? Like, my mom said he can come stay, but he has to work. He has to have a job first. Well, I know what Peyton will do. He'll go get a job at like McDonald's or something like that and then fuck it off in a week. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to set my parents, especially my dad, he don't need that fucking stress. And my mom and dad aren't going to let him stay in a camper in the backyard. They're going to give him that other room and then stress them out. So no, I'm fucking done with it. And then he cries to everyone else and just like acts like I'm this horrible mom to him and shit like that. Dude, I didn't even birth you. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I have helped you every step of the way for the past how many years? And you don't help yourself. And then I got his baby mama sitting there riding my ass, also trying to get money. That's a whole goddamn fiasco that I don't even want to get into. Let's talk about something else. That fucking pisses me off. We move on. Wait till Brian goes to bed and we will. But I also feel bad. You know what I mean? It is 9:09. There's two. Thank you, Lauren. I think what I'm gonna do, because obviously I'm a fucking idiot and a piece of shit, but my parents, they can apply, especially Lana, like if you don't fucking shape up, that kind of they're a lot of pressure. So here's what I think I'm gonna do, and then I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm gonna, because Jake wants them out. I think this weekend, when Brian's off, I'm gonna go get his shit. Or maybe I'll just do it Saturday so Brian doesn't even have to be involved. I'm gonna go get his shit with the truck, take him to my parents' house and let my parents fucking whip him into shape. Because you know Lana ain't gonna put up with that shit. Neither will my dad. My dad will ride his ass even from a hospital bed. But at this point, Jake kicked him out a couple of times now, and he's like, I had to sleep in the park, sleep outside. And he's just like pretty much begging, can I come stay with you? So, I don't know. And he can't stay here. Because at least my parents, they're stronger than me. They will see through the bullshit, and especially Lana, and cut him down to size and make him go to work. He walks all over me. We all know that. He comes here, he'll fuck off, and then it'll put me and Brian in a prediction, and I don't want that. But I'm thinking, am I talking? No, I'm not talking about my brother. I'll just be real. He's going to be 27 this year. Like, come on. 2 kids. Yeah, that is crazy. My biggest thing, like, I know he can survive out in the wild if he wants to, but I always get worried about him eating and stuff like that. And he knows how to push my buttons to get money out of me, so I don't know anymore. I don't think he eats a lot. I think he spends his money on fucking dope. And then don't have any money to fucking get a cheeseburger or anything. He's so damn skinny, it makes me sick. I gotta go get a refill. This is stressing me out. I don't want to talk about this once I come back. We'll change the whole damn subject. We move on. Why do I bring who up? You up on the panel or what? Brian's cuddling with the cat and Baby Duke. Yeah, I already made dinner. I made patty melts, and then we have the leftover rice from last night. I haven't named the kitten yet. Stacy girl, not yet. Babos won't want to come here. We live on a... Sorry, I'm getting the hiccups. I'm full. But we live on a busy street. Lana's attached to baby Drama now. There's no way she's going to let go of him. No way. Fathead, Larry's cat, also an outdoor cat and hangs out with Babos. So, and then you got Kiki, who my mom says only comes around once in a while. There's someone else probably taking care of her, but she only comes around every once in a while. So, she ain't letting Drama go. And that would be the only one. And she's definitely... No, Drama's a girl cat. Drama is a girl cat. And then Babos, you guys already know how attached he is to my parents. Even when we lived together, he would go back and forth. But Brian and my dad both said no, because I did ask my dad. I said, I think I'm going to bring Babos over. And this was like a week ago. Just so he could get used to that. My dad about had a heart attack. He was like, you live by a busy street, by a fucking highway. He was like, he don't know that life. No. So, it was pretty much my dad putting down his leg on fucking Babos. But my mom, she's attached to Drama Titten now. Especially because my dad's been in the hospital so much. Like, she got really attached to Drama. And, of course, she has Angel, her dog, and Daisy. But then she got a cat from me. Which she loves cats. Those are her favorite. Even over dogs, so... And Drama loves my dad, too. She jumps up on his hospital bed and meows the fuck out of him. They have conversations, so... It wouldn't be a good thing. Sure, Summer Love. I miss Drama, too, but every time I go over there, I see her, and it's fun. Man, she's living her best life. She's gaining weight. She's getting all fat and shit, because anything that steps foot out of my parents' house is obese, okay? There is not an animal or a person that their love language is feeding. Drama's getting fat. I'm just like, oh my god. Trust me, next time I'm over there, I'll show you a glimpse of Drama. She gets up on the counter and starts meowing, and like her beck and call, here comes my mom with a little cup of milk, and or fucking cat treats, or whatever she wants. She's loud as fuck. Yeah, but she's getting fat. But I'm telling you, anything that steps out, even me, they eat. She's so cute though. She's just a drama baby tittens. One second, I have a request.
Hey Katie,
Hi.
hi. Just to pop up and say I've watched you for quite a wee bit and I just love you being you.
Where are you
I'm
from, Grace?
Scotland and UK,
Okay. I can hear an accent.
yeah. I just love you. I love watching you. I love your cooking and just F the haters and let them be. People will always judge. I've been judged and it's no nice.
Yeah, it never is. So fuck them. You know what I mean? You can either get bent out of shape, you can cry about it, or you can just move on with your life. I choose to just move the fuck on.
That's what I love about it. You just move on, move on. That's it. The best way to go.
Yeah, these people, I don't know what to say. If they're talking about me, they're leaving someone else
The-
alone, and at the same time, they've got nothing better to talk about.
Well,
Gee.
what we say over here is if it's old news and it'll be fish and chip paper
Yeah.
for wrapping up the fish and chip paper.
What time is it there?
2:25 a.m.
It's 9:25 here.
Yeah, I know you're a wee bit behind, but I've seen you. I'm up all night with you. Whenever you're on, I'm on, and I hadn't seen you there for a wee while, and then I got you on YouTube. But just keep being you. Don't worry about anything that's going on about you. Things is going to be okay for you.
Which one are you in the picture?
The same picture, my daughter, that's me on
And your
YouTube
daughter?
and on favourite. I know
That's
you
cool.
did. I know you did say that it was a wee bit focused, but I can't bring it in any more than what it is. I kind of pick up quite a wee bit round about you. I'm a medium, by the way.
You're a medium.
Yeah,
Tell me something that I don't know, please.
there is things that, would you understand if I'd say that for things that's no for to be spoken on the app, that's went on in your past upbringing?
Huh.
Would that make sense to you, Katie?
There are things that I need to get past, but not on the
No,
app.
there's things that I couldn't say to you on the app that you don't want because you're a bit like me. Your guard's up, your walls up. You're quite a private person that way.
That is true. I am, but I'm not. I put a lot of shit out here, but there's a whole nother side.
But aye, the side that they don't see.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it on here.
Aye. It's personal, I need to say. Quite personal, and it's caused a bit of
Some of these motherfuckers really knew, they understand the reason why I am the way I am.
aye. Your guard's up, and I mean, I've seen a lot in this app, although I've only been on it for lockdown, and it you always get a hater, and I'm feeling quite anxious actually, because don't know. Is it you feel? I get anxious running about you.
Oh yeah, constantly. Yeah.
Aye, I feel as though you want to speak out at times, but you hold back.
I have to. I have to because they're,
Right.
reasons.
Aye. 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 I appreciate you, Katie. I do appreciate you, darling.
It'll all be all right.
I know you're okay. And don't worry about the wee operation. I did put in the chat earlier that I'm waiting to go for an op with my shoulders, but it's just basically just it's waiting time for the appointment to come through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
Aye.
I do get it.
How's the kitten doing? Is it settled okay? Are you what you doing? Are you holding it? Or?
I don't know. Like, I think it'll be all right in the end, but they're all like, even the dogs are still trying to get used to each other. The last thing I
Aye.
wanted was another fucking animal, to be honest with you. Like, yes, the cat is very cute, love it, but I'm like, this is the last thing we need. That's just how I feel. That's why I'm not like
I
crazy
know.
about anything.
I mean, I've got a Great Dane, and it's only the one, and my God, sometimes he's, I would rather have two than the one I am, do you know what I mean? He's just crazy.
Yeah.
Big
It's like
Daffy.
with Royal. I just want Royal to get along with the other dogs. He gets along with Frank. He outside, they're fine. But I also know Larry's looking for a new place, and I might let Royal go with Larry because Larry and him have a bond.
Aye.
It's going to hurt my feelings. It's going to make me sad, but
Only you'll know that it's right, Katie, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Who's got the red truck?
It's Brian's truck. Are you talking about my dad's truck?
I don't know, I just got a red truck there. I had to mention a red truck.
So, yeah, well, Brian's got a truck. I took the keys from Larry, but my dad and his truck, that's a whole fucking subject I'm not going to bring up on here. I don't even want to talk about online.
Right, so you'd understand when I mentioned that then?
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, I get it.
Aye,
I'm not going to bring it up.
yeah.
It's a fucked up situation, and so.
Yeah. But don't worry about anything, Katie, because everything will work out at your pace. Everything will work in at your pace then. I know I'm Scottish, and I think some of them in the chat, they're trying to say that really they're not can understanding the language, the accent anyway, but I understand the Americans because I love America. I've been there twice.
I
And
understand what you're saying.
I love America.
We're crazy here.
Katie, see, if I had been, I was only 65 there a week ago today, and if it had been a lot, maybe 30 years ago, if I get the first chance, but it's only been, when was my first one to America?
So, like,
2000.
people have the wrong impression of Americans because of what they see on TV and all that. And then once you come over here, it's not like what you think.
I watch a lot of things on Netflix and that way. I love that. My partner's the same. On the American side, he watches a lot of it on there with the different what he does, what he watches. But I watch a lot too, and I mean, I've got you. I watch. I've got. I follow quite a few on TikTok, Pennsylvania. There a few use on is it Indiana, and I've got
Yeah.
Texas, and I can't mind the other place, and that accents are quite kind of. I want to say a bit similar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But America's totally different from Scotland altogether. So it is, they're more laid back in America than what they're over here in a big way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Over here, it's like you just, you're, I'm trying to think, no so laid back, put it that way, no so laid back. But over there, it's just like, it's a different world. Even my granddaughter was there last year, Miami in Florida, and my grandson was there in Boston for the football and to a few other places round about Boston area. And my granddaughter's now booking to go back over, and I told her, see when you get the taste of it over there, I said, that'll be you. You'll pure America. You'll love it.
It's good here. It's not like what they portray us to be in other countries. Like, I feel like a lot of countries make us out to be like these horrible people, but
Oh
just
no.
like we had the Olympics and all that and the whole soccer thing, how many people on TikTok are like, this is not what I expected out of America. Everyone's nice here. They drink, they party, everything's
I
fun.
mean, don't get me wrong, they do that over here as well, but there is a lot of nice places over here too in Scotland. You've got the Highlands, there are a lot, the Route 66, which are done over in America. You've got the Route 66 here in Scotland too. If you Google it, what do you call it? But
The Route
just
66. That's where you get
the
your
Route,
kicks.
the Route 66, that was amazing. The Grand Canyon was amazing. It was just, do you know what I mean? But it's just where I'm from, up round what that way, they can party. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
They can have good times, and it, but it just for that side to your side's more laid back, if that makes sense. I
Yeah.
mean, you're sitting out there at the veranda in the front, and I get well jealous sometimes, and I'm thinking, look at Katie, and I'm like, it's just so chilled, just sitting out there. Do you know what I mean? We've not been getting the weather right enough, but no, I just
Like,
get
just be who you are and be good at it. That's it.
I get jealous sometimes. But
No reason to get jealous. Shit.
I don't know, but I could exchange places with you. I could. I could. I be all day, every day, aye. But I appreciate you bringing me up in the box. I've been supporting you for quite a wee while now, and I do readings, yeah. I've done a few the night before I was going to chill down, and I thought, oh, I'll just go back in and watch Katie. I actually missed tea the night. What did you make for tea?
Well, I'm glad you came up here. Thank you. And if you want to send me a DM, I will talk to you privately.
Yeah, regarding that, yeah, that, Katie, that's no problem, honey.
Yeah. Please don't be jealous. America's great, here's great, but we everywhere is problems. You know what I mean?
I know, honey, I know. But I think there'll be a lot of people in the chat that'll need a lot of healing and loving in different situations. Just like us all, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you attract people. Birds of a feather flock together. Obviously, I've got issues. They got issues. We hang out for a reason, you know. But like I said, I got a lot of haters, but I got more lovers than I do haters.
I've watched you, as I say, I've watched you for a long time, and I come into chat, I'll put my heart in me in that and send a few gifts, and I just lay back and I just watch you do your own thing, and do you know what I mean? Support you.
And I
But
appreciate it.
there'll always be a hater, Kate, that's the thing, do you know what I mean? Whether you're online, whether you're offline, there'll always be.
Yeah,
But that's their choice.
I get that. Yeah, always. There's always exactly.
But you hold your head up, Pen. Hold your head up.
I try, but we all go through shit, you know. And I've got a good way of hiding it. Bullshit.
You definitely have.
But yeah, I'm still living in shit, so.
I'm there too, and I've done it. I've been there and done it too a few times. You hold your head up and you deal with what you deal with when you're not online. And that's what people come in and say, oh, Kate, where is she? She's not in the night. You need that break. You need that time. Do you know what I mean? Everybody needs that time.
Some people are, some, yeah. I guess I'm just that. That's how I survive.
I'm not even going to answer that because I know I'll speak to you privately.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you, and keep, as I say, keep your head up. Love you lots.
You too. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, Katie. Bye, everybody.
Bye. So obviously, I've been doing this a long time, and here's the best way: when we get someone from a different country, listen to what they're saying, and then try to like talk in their dialect, and then you'll be able to understand more. That's how I do it. Like, at first, I'd be like, what the fuck? What are they saying? But if you listen to them and then in your head respond back in their dialect, but then say it how you would, you know what I mean? I understood perfectly what she was saying. But that's how I do it. Yeah, she was nice. Very nice. Right, you just gotta hear different accents and oh, everyone. If you're from America, well, any country, you can tell we all talk differently. You know what I mean? But Americans, here, what's hard about Americans is you got the East Coast, you got the Midwest, you got the Southern accent, and you got the West Coast accent. So we all say it a certain way. You know what I mean? I think that's the hard thing why they say English is the hardest language to learn. Because think about it, we're all speaking, and we all know what the fuck we're saying because we're from America. But if you're not from here and you're trying to learn English, that's hard. The way we pronounce things and all that. Like, we all know, like, I could sit here right now and have someone up here who's from the East Coast. Okay, they're from the East Coast. Or they're from the West Coast. Or maybe they're from the South or the Midwest. I can tell immediately. But that's what's hard with different countries, because we all pronounce shit differently. Yeah. Yeah, but Americans, okay, let's be real. As Americans, we all speak English, alright? There's Ebonics, there's the Southern, there's the Midwest, there's the East Coast, and then there's the West Coast. You can tell, we can tell, you know, but if you're trying to learn English from a different country, and this in your first language, how fucking hard would, it'll be hard. I mean, it's hard. So I give it to people like from, you know, other countries who try to learn English because, yeah. Like Spanish is pretty, I mean, like you got Mexican Spanish, Brazilian Spanish, but it's still all, like, it's all kind of runs in. But over here, this is, I would say, one of the hardest languages to learn. It's all because we're from different parts of America, and where, depending on where you're at, is what you call things or say things. And then we got so many of the same words that mean the same fucking thing, but they, you know, people don't get it. You got Portuguese, and then the Canadians speak, some of them speak French, and hell, the Amish over here, they speak whatever the fuck they speak. Dutch. You know what I mean? Well, I know that, Kimberly. But America has been proven one of the hardest ones to learn. Latin is, I think, the hardest. What is it? Latin's the hardest. English, the second hardest. Spanish. We just have a lot of slang. Exactly. I just seen these on TikTok. No, actually, Chinese is supposedly one of the easiest to learn. I'm like, what the fuck? I would love to know, but you know what? Chinese people aren't the ones doing my nails. The ones that are, they're from, what do you call it? To me, it's all Asia. Like, I wouldn't know from one to the other, but it's, Vietnamese. Yeah. It's all different. Hell yeah. I have a hard time with fucking the Bayou too. Like, what the fuck? What was that show where they were catching gators and all that? Half the time, I didn't even know what the fuck they were saying. What was that show? Swamp People, or yeah. Hell, I don't know what they're saying half the time. But just like if you hear Brian talk, and then you hear me talk, we have a say about things differently. Like he'll just the way he says certain things is way different than the way I say things. But I know what he's talking about. I know what he's saying. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I don't say. He made fun of me today over something. I make fun of him too. Obviously, the way he says coffee. He says coffee. There's different words that we have. I'm just like, okay. I can't remember what he said today. And he just laughed about it. Oh. I said, it was yesterday. We were at the grocery store, and I got that Dubai chocolate dessert. I was like, yeah, that's the one I want. And I said, there's salted caramel right there. And he was like, caramel? I'm like, caramel? That was what it was. He got the salted caramel one, and he was like, it's caramel. Motherfucker, it's caramel. Quit being bougie on me. Throw that shit in the cart and let's go. Pecan. Yeah, but people get on it. They say pecan. It's pecan pie. Pecan pie, but they say, some people say pecan pie. To me, it's pecan. What's up, Carrie? I say pop. Everything's a pop. It's pop. I'm gonna go get a Polar Pop, which in my language means Pepsi. No. If you're going up to the 7-Eleven or Speedway, whatever, you're getting a Polar Pop or a pop. And pop could mean anything across the board. Yeah, we have that ALA. I don't drink it, but hashtag Ritzy. Like, say I was going up to the gas station or whatever. I would look at Brian or Larry and say, "You want to pop?" They say, "Yeah, okay." They would probably respond back. Well, I don't know what Brian would, but like Larry would say, "I want a Pepsi." All right, but everything's pop across the board. And then you get into what specific ones you want. If you say I'm getting Coke, I think you're getting sugar booger. And I'm like, okay. We don't say soda here. Everything's a fucking pop. You say I'm getting Coke, I'm gonna ask, is it stomped on? Who are you getting it from? Call them slushies. Yeah, we call them slushies. Like, I always like the cherry slushies. See, I would say a pop slushie. Buggies, a cart, a grocery cart. Dinner. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. My parents call it supper. Actually, my mom always calls it din din. She's like, "What do you want for din din?" Dinner. My dad says supper. It just depends. I gotta go pee. I'll be back. Took a bite of the burger. I love grits. I fucking love grits. Hell yeah. I like grits with cheese on them, and I really like them with brown sugar and butter. Then it's kind of like oatmeal, but I love them. Either way, I'll eat them. Yeah, shrimp and grits are good. Biscuits and gravy is good. Hell yeah. Hell, who doesn't like grits in here? That's crazy. They're fucking delicious. Hang on, I've got to refresh. I like any of that. Grits, cocoa weeds, any of it. So good. Everyone hit the like button. Share this out. Hashtag FYP. Like I said, I like the shrimp and grits with cheese on it. Oh, that's fire. But I think my favorite type of grit is when I like to add brown sugar and butter to it. Fuck me running, it's so good. I'll eat them with just butter and salt and pepper too. Man, I'll eat them anyway. He's good. He's in there with Brian. Do you guys like mush? Fried mush? Ah. Okay, Grace. Ah. It's kind of like grits, but it's solid, and you can cut it off. You can fry it. And then some people add maple syrup to it. Some people just add salt and pepper. It's not dumb cakes. Fried mush. It's like grits, but they're solid. Liver mush. You can. There's all kinds of ways you can make it. Super good. It's like cornmeal, but it's like grits, but in a solid tube. It comes in like, you know that you get like breakfast sausage and you can just cut it off and you fry it piece by piece. Don't tell me none of you have had that. Oh my god. Some people like to eat it with liver. Some people like to eat it with shrimp. Some people like it sweet. Some people just put salt and pepper on it. It just depends. I like mine sweet. I like to put a little bit of butter on there, and then I'll put a little bit of maple syrup or sometimes brown sugar. Just depends. It's fucking good. I like liver. I think it's pretty good. Liver and onions is good, at least. I don't know. Oh, I'll eat gizzards all day long. Why are we always talking about food? Damn. All we do is talk about food, I swear to God. Chitlins are. I don't like pig's feet, and here is another. I don't like greens either. I don't like it. I don't like cooked spinach. Fresh spinach or spinach dip is one thing, but I'm not eating no fucking. I don't like spinach out of a can. I don't like it. I don't like pig's feet. Nope. I don't like greens. Collard green. I'm not a big fan of okra. If it's fried, I'll fucking take it down with a side of ranch or whatever, but I still don't. It's not my favorite. Or cauliflower. I do not like cauliflower any way it comes. Raw, with cheese on it, fried, on a fucking pizza dough. What I don't like cauliflower. I don't like cantaloupe and I don't like melon dew. The only melon that I like is watermelon. Other than that, no. I don't like cantaloupe at all. I can eat fried okra, but no. Thank you, Chris. Hashtag Chris. I don't know. Birds be birding all night. I don't know. Thank you, Danielle. Both. It's cicadas and crickets. And I love a good. Hell yeah. A good grilled cheese with some tomato soup. Fuck, any kind of soup. Lobster bisque. Love that shit. I'm fortunate tonight, PDK and PDQ. I don't know. I want to go over who's live on Favorited. Quiet tonight because I'm not drunk. I see Frank smelling everything. I'm gonna go get a refill. I'll be right back. And I gotta pee. And then I want to go to favorited. All right, we back. Let's go over to favorited. Let's go have fun over there. See what's going on. If it sucks, we'll be back over here. Love you, mean it. Ciao.